when I went to jail for domestic violence reasons. My ex-husband told me to come over to our home, and then he had me arrested for trespassing, and I went to jail, and I decided, and I am a well-known psychic, and I decided to stay in jail and do time served. And on my paperwork, I put a fake nickname on the paperwork. I put down my nickname was Eve/Judea, so they knew I was a liar from the start. And after I got out of jail, I had strange people running around calling out my fake nickname I wrote down on my jail paperwork. And I wrote down my nickname on my jail paperwork because I refused to talk. I went into jail refusing to talk. I made sign language motions and explained to them that I had a right to remain silent and I wasn't going to talk the whole time I was there. So they gave me a piece of paper and I put a fake nickname down. And then they put me in the medical unit and treated me horribly, abused me horribly until I started talking. And then after I get out of jail, I have strange people running around calling out my fake jail nickname. And that was the undercover vice unit. After you go to jail for the first time, they have a gang unit to see if you're in a gang and what gangs you're affiliated with. And they run around and call out your fake nicknames until it's obvious. So I put fake nicknames down on my jail paperwork, and then the gang unit followed me around for over a year, calling out my fake nicknames and doing all the fake stuff I was talking about in jail. It was all just fake stuff I was making up. So I was able to psychic view the whole gang unit, the whole process. If you go to jail, the first time you go to jail, they have a gang unit that chases you around and calls out your fake nicknames, and so that's how I was able to psychic view the whole gang unit, the Vice Lords. It wasn't fun. It wasn't enjoyable. It was horrible. I called the cops on them constantly. I'm a psychic housewife, domestic violence victim. I don't have any friends except my family. I don't talk to anybody except my family. Why is the gang unit following around behind me, calling out my nicknames? So then I decided to stay at a motel, and while I was at the motel, I would walk everywhere, and here comes the gang unit. They pull into wherever you're walking. Before you get there, they run into the bathroom to make sure you're not dropping drugs off or picking drugs up. So if you're walking to a gas station, the undercover gang unit will pull in before you get there. They will run into the bathroom and almost knock you over before you can get to the bathroom to see if there's any drugs or anything in the bathroom. And then they come out, and then you start seeing the same undercovers over and over again. You're like, why is this person always there before I get to the gas station, or shows up after I get to the gas station? You can really spot the undercover gang unit if you walk. So I started walking everywhere, and I was able to I was able to see them constantly, and I continuously was calling Crime Stoppers on them. I was continuously complaining about them. I was continuously calling emailing the Vatican about them, emailing all these churches about them. I like church. I am a preacher, and if a preacher isn't preaching, then they're not talking. My family, my children know this. I just preach constantly. So I like church. I go to any church within walking distance. I go the Catholic Church, the Church of Scientology, any church. I'll go into, and I find all churches enjoyable. So when I was walking, I noticed the gang unit pulling into churches, and they'd creep me out. So I'd walk by the churches, and I'd email the Vatican. I'd say I can't even go to church. I'm trying to walk to church, and people are following me, pulling into church before I can get there, and creeping me out. So it was a constant battle dealing with the undercover gang unit. It was a nightmare.